Okay folks, it's Matt. We've got another Jeep JL product review. This time I'm showing it to you before I install it. And this is the new Falcon Shock Jeep JL Nexus Steering Stabilizer. Got this from Amazon.com, and I think it actually comes from Terraflex. Really stoked to have this. When I added the lift and the wider tires and the wider rims and the offset, the Jeep still handles great. It feels very planted and really great going around curves, much better than you would expect from a lifted vehicle. But I am suffering from a slightly jittery steering wheel, and the stock stabilizer is just not getting it done. The exciting part of this particular one is this right here. It has 3 different settings: soft, medium, and hard, for off-road, on-road, and highway. And so I do obviously quite a bit of road trips in my Jeep JL, as you're well aware. So being able to adjust that to a stiffer setting when I'm on the interstate for long periods of time, I'm hoping is gonna be great. So it's gonna be a 2-part video. Today's video, we're just gonna be looking at what's in the box. We'll get it installed, we'll take a look at it. Then we'll do a second video here in a week or 2 after we've had some time to put some miles on the Jeep. So in the box, you have what we already saw, which was the super simple instructions that are literally taped to the lid of the box. You've got some fairly heavy duty hardware, a couple of brackets, and I believe the third is a spacer. You've got the shock itself, which is very, very heavy duty, with a replacement bracket that I believe goes on the axle end. Of course, this is as I mentioned, the adjustable shock. And then it's a Jeep. If it doesn't come with stickers, it didn't happen. So we'll throw one of those on the back of the tailgate. So we'll get it installed. I'll let you know if there's anything awesome, amazing, difficult, challenging, fun to do with the install. And it is installed. As you can see, you put in brand new brackets here. 2 bolts come with the kit. You reutilize the existing bolt. It does tell you to start with the wheel straight, but on at least the Rubicon, if you do, you can't actually get these bolts out. So once I had everything taken apart, I then turned the wheel to pull these bolts and then to reassemble this. It's pretty straightforward. You can see, I know one of the questions, it does hang down about the same as the stock one, but it is one of the lower parts. It obviously doesn't hang lower than the differential. Here's your adjustment. So you can just crawl underneath, and whatever is facing forward does mount directly using the included hardware. I would recommend, you're going to need 19-inch deep well for here. So if you don't have that already, socket, you're going to need a deep well socket, both to loosen and tighten these, as well as to torque them. Up here, you're fine. You just need about a 4-inch adapter. I will tell you, if you can kind of jack this up and then insert these 2, I used a little bit of tape to just hold them into the extension to get them started. If you put the bottom bolt in first, it actually can't quite, it gets bound up a little bit and you can't get those 2 started. It is a little tight in there, as you can see where my hands were rubbing. These torque to 30, these torque to 59, and yeah, pretty simple installation. I'd say it took me about half an hour to get everything taken apart. If you have questions or comments, please leave them below.